Imagine a world without disease. Can you envision it? How would it look? Let's probe this thought. A realm where illness is an extinct term. A world where medical science has outsmarted every ailment. It sounds like a utopia, doesn't it? A blue sky scenario where we all have the privilege of a disease-free existence. But what would such an existence entail? How would it reshape our society, our economy, our environment? Join us as we explore the top 10 things that would happen if all diseases were eradicated. Starting at number 10, we would witness a significant population boom. Picture this. In a world free from diseases, longevity would take a giant leap forward. With no ailments to cut lives short, the average life expectancy would skyrocket. This would naturally lead to a surge in the global population. Now, this might seem like a blessing at first glance, but it's a double-edged sword. Sure, we'd have more minds to innovate and hands to work, but we'd also need more resources to sustain this ballooning populace. Food, water, shelter, these basics would be in higher demand than ever before. And let's not forget the environmental implications. More people means more carbon footprints. So, while a disease-free world would bring about a population explosion, it would also bring with it a host of new challenges for our species to tackle. With no diseases to curb the population, Earth could see its inhabitants multiply. At number 9, we have an enormous economic shift. Imagine a world where no one falls ill, not even a common cold. Suddenly, the healthcare sector, which is a multi-trillion-dollar industry, would see a significant reduction in demand. Hospitals would be less crowded, and pharmacies might have to find new ways to stay in business. The pharmaceutical companies that invest billions in research and development of new drugs and vaccines would need to pivot drastically. The entire insurance industry, particularly health insurance, would need a complete overhaul. Jobs related to healthcare would surely transform. Doctors, nurses, pharmacists, and healthcare administrators might need to find new ways to apply their skills. However, this economic shift wouldn't be all doom and gloom. Industries focused on health and wellness, fitness, nutrition, and mental health could see a tremendous surge as people redirect their focus to staying healthy rather than treating illnesses. A disease-free world could send ripples through our economic systems. Moving on to number 8, there would be a significant shift in research focus. Imagine a world where diseases are no longer the monstrous threats they are today. With the eradication of all diseases, the scientific community would find themselves with a new landscape to explore. It's like being given a blank canvas after years of fixing up old paintings. Our scientists, no longer burdened by the constant need to combat illnesses, could turn their full attention to other pressing issues. Maybe they'd dive into the mysteries of the cosmos, pushing the boundaries of space exploration. Perhaps they'd tackle the urgent issue of climate change, developing innovative solutions to protect our planet. There's also the possibility that they'd delve deeper into the human mind, unraveling the enigma that is consciousness. The opportunities are endless, the potential for breakthroughs immense. Without diseases, our scientific priorities could take a whole new direction. At number 7, we see a vast improvement in everyone's quality of life. Imagine your life without the constant worry of falling ill, or the stress of caring for a loved one fighting an illness. This eradication of all diseases would mean a significant boost in mental health, reducing anxiety and depression rates worldwide. The physical health benefits are just as profound. No more sick days, no more hospital visits. People would have more energy and vitality, leading to increased productivity in every sector. The world would be brimming with vibrant, healthy individuals ready to take on any challenge. And let's not forget the overall happiness. The joy of living in a world where every child can grow up healthy, where every adult can live their life to the fullest, without the fear of disease. The happiness quotient would undeniably skyrocket. A disease-free world could be a happier world. That's the power of a world without disease. Coming in at number 6, we would see a greater focus on prevention. Picture a world where all diseases have been eradicated. The battle isn't over yet. Our energies would pivot towards safeguarding this disease-free status quo. We would necessitate a shift from a reactive approach to a proactive one. In this scenario, healthcare systems worldwide would need to reorient themselves. The focus would move from treating diseases to preventing their reemergence. We would see a surge in initiatives promoting overall health and well-being. Think regular health screenings, preventive medicines, and a stronger emphasis on mental health, diet, and exercise. Communities would rally around the mantra of prevention. We would witness the rise of a new culture where everyone is a health advocate in their own right. This could lead to a healthier, happier world where we no longer fear the specter of disease. As we always say, prevention is better than cure. In this case, prevention could become the new cure. At number 5, we have changes in diet and lifestyle. With diseases eradicated, our relationship with food and our bodies may take an interesting turn. On one hand, we might see a rise in indulgence. Think about it. Without the fear of heart disease or diabetes, who wouldn't want to enjoy an extra slice of cake or a late-night fast food run? But it's not all about the possibility of a junk food utopia. On the flip side, the absence of diseases could push people to focus more on fitness and longevity. People might adopt healthier lifestyles, not out of fear of illness, but to enhance their physical capabilities and extend their lifespan. This could lead to an increased interest in physical activities, mental fitness, and overall well-being. So whether it's a world of excess or one of mindful living, one thing is certain. Without the fear of disease, our diets and lifestyles could drastically change. A number 4 brings us to the environmental impact. Imagine a world where diseases are no more, where the population continues to grow without the checks and balances we're accustomed to. This growth could have significant repercussions on our environment. Overpopulation could lead to an increased demand for resources, from food to energy, from water to land. We may need to cultivate more land for agriculture, potentially leading to deforestation and loss of biodiversity. We might also face the challenge of managing waste and pollution on a much larger scale than we do today. Moreover, the demand for energy could skyrocket, possibly exacerbating the already critical issue of climate change. This could lead to more greenhouse gas emissions and an acceleration of global warming. And it's not just about the physical resources. The social infrastructure, like housing and transportation, could also face immense pressure. A disease-free world could put a strain on our planet's resources. At number 3, we have the psychological impact. Imagine a world without diseases. The human mind, naturally adaptive, would find new realities to grapple with. One such reality could be the fear of reintroduction of diseases. With no immunity built from battling viruses and bacteria, the mere thought of their return could lead to widespread panic and fear. Another intriguing aspect is the potential stress due to increased longevity. Living longer might sound enticing, but it also comes with its own set of challenges. The pressure to maintain a productive and meaningful life for a more extended period could lead to unprecedented stress levels. Similarly, the potential for overpopulation could also lead to anxiety over resource scarcity. The mind, free from the worry of disease, could find itself consumed with other existential fears. It's a fascinating paradox, isn't it? With no diseases, our minds could face new challenges. Coming in at number 2, we see potential evolutionary changes. Imagine a world where disease is a thing of the past. It's a fascinating thought, isn't it? But have you ever considered how this might impact our evolution as a species? You see, diseases have played a pivotal role in shaping our genetic diversity. They've acted as a sort of natural selection tool, favoring genes that enhance survival and reproduction. Without diseases, this selective pressure could change significantly. In a disease-free world, our genetic diversity may stagnate. This could potentially make us more vulnerable to new threats that we haven't encountered before. Furthermore, some traits that are currently viewed as disadvantageous might become more prevalent. For instance, without the threat of disease, traits that contribute to longevity might be favored over those that enhance our ability to fight off infections. In essence, a disease-free world could alter the course of human evolution, presenting us with new challenges and opportunities. And finally, at number 1, we have the fear of reemergence of diseases. Just imagine, even in a world free from all known diseases, the specter of disease might still loom large. New diseases could emerge, just as they have throughout history, or old ones could make a comeback, perhaps even more potent than before. The eradication of diseases doesn't necessarily mean a permanent utopia. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? A world without diseases might not be a world without fear. So there you have it. The top 10 things that could happen in a world without diseases. We started with a population boom, a natural outcome of increased life expectancy and decreased mortality rates. This would, in turn, lead to a significant economic shift, with changes in healthcare spending and job market dynamics. We also talked about how research focus would shift from treatment to prevention, leading to a revolution in the fields of health and science. Quality of life would improve dramatically with a greater emphasis on prevention rather than cure. This would also likely bring about changes in our diet and lifestyle. We touched on the environmental impact of a disease-free world, the psychological implications, and even the evolutionary changes that might occur. And finally, we explored the possibility of re-emergence of diseases due to lowered immunity. While a world without diseases sounds ideal, it presents its own unique challenges and changes. It gives us something to ponder, doesn't it?